It's the start of Season 8, so let's get straight to it. This is the top 10 list you need, but this time, the list starts with 2 honorable mentions: the new best bolt-action sniper in the game, and the undisputed king of shotguns. First up, the 3-line rifle. To understand why this gun is here, you have to remember the Tundra. The Tundra was meta because of its incredible flinch resistance. Everything else about it was fairly average. Well, the 3-line rifle does the same job, but better. Its aiming stats are solid, with a 319 millisecond ADS time and 264 millisecond sprint to fire. But the most important number is its flinch resistance, 1.8. That is practically identical to the legendary 1.7 the Tundra had before it was nerfed. While its other stats are standard, that's all that sniper needs to dominate. One crucial tip before you use it: the bolt animation finishes slightly before you can actually fire again, so be patient with your shots. Simply put, this is the best bolt action sniper in the game right now. Our second honorable mention is the HSO-405, and right now, it is the best shotgun in the game. It dominates every other shotgun thanks to one thing: damage. You get an easy one-shot kill all the way out to an insane 13 meters. On top of that, its mobility is quite good, with a 6.76 meters per second sprint speed and a fast 135 milliseconds sprint to fire time. Everything about it feels great until you have to reload. Its biggest weakness is the magazine. You only get a maximum of 7 shells, and the reload time is painfully slow. But there's one critical detail that separates the pros. Aiming down sights with this shotgun makes your pellet spread 60% tighter. So unless your target is within 8 meters, ADSing is the key to a consistent one-shot kill. Kicking off the list at number 10, we have a tie between our 2 resident DMRs, the SKS and the Type 63. Both of these weapons operate on the same simple principle: spam 2 quick shots for an incredibly fast kill. The choice between them comes down to your preferred engagement range. The SKS is the king of stability, making it slightly better at very long ranges. Meanwhile, the Type 63 is much stronger in close quarters, thanks to a significantly faster ADS time. Ultimately, the best one is a matter of your own skill and playstyle. The more you master either of these weapons, the more aggressively you can play, and the better your aim, the better the results. Coming in at number 9 is the MG42, and it is by far the best performing LMG in the game right now. You won't see it much in competitive play, but for ranked, it's one of the most efficient weapons you can use. Its time to kill is decent enough: 232 milliseconds out to 16 meters, then 270 milliseconds out to 38 meters. But its real strength comes from its other stats. The mobility is decent with a 357 millisecond ADS time and 3.05 meters per second strafe speed, and it has a massive 125 round magazine that lets you fire over 7 seconds straight. When you factor in its high accuracy and easy to control recoil, you get the bison of the LMG class. Incredibly forgiving and brutally effective. At the number 8 spot, we have the DRH. Now, I know some of you might feel this is too low, but when you break down the stats, this is where it belongs. Its main strength is an incredibly high 3-tap potential, which extends out to 29 meters, with some potential even up to 36 meters. After that, it's a 4-shot kill to 52 meters, but the 315 millisecond time to kill is slow for long-range fights. The mobility is also on the slower side, with a 274 millisecond ADS time, a 6.3 meters per second sprint speed, and a 3.1 meters per second strafe speed. But the biggest concern with the DRH is its magazine. You only get 25 bullets, and while the reload is fast at under 1.2 seconds, that small capacity is a major issue. To put it in context, we grade mags by their kill per mag potential. Most ARs are around 10 to 12. The DRH is at 6.3, and that's just extremely short. At number 7, we have the LK24, which holds a specific title. It's the best long-range AR in the game if you can master the Odin. It's the perfect backup plan. Its stats are purpose-built for distance. You get a 4-shot kill all the way out to an incredible 61 meters for a solid 285 millisecond time to kill. The obvious trade-off is that you will suffer in close-range fights. But at a distance, the LK24 is perhaps the most efficient weapon you can use. It has 11.2 of bullet spread accuracy, only 0.43 of flinch, and practically not a single ounce of recoil. What ties it all together is its mobility. It's slow, but not too slow, which is exactly what you need to make small strafe adjustments to perfect your aim at range. In the number 6 spot is the Peacekeeper MK2, which is, statistically speaking, the best flex AR in the game. The numbers are simply phenomenal. You get a 39-meter 4-shot kill range with a fast 251 millisecond time to kill. The mobility is elite with a 215 millisecond ADS time, a 6.2 meters per second sprint speed, and a blazing 4 meters per second strafe speed. On top of that, it has 40 bullets with a lightning fast 0.8 second reload and only 0.38 flinch. On paper, this gun is perfect, but its incredible stats are held back by its feel. The recoil, the iron sight, and the aim shake are all significant problems. These three factors are the only reason the Peacekeeper isn't a top 4 weapon. It's a classic case of perfect stats let down by poor handling. Cracking the top 5, we have the Type 19. And here's the interesting part. Statistically, it's the worst of the top 3 flex ARs. Its 4-shot kill range is shorter at 31 meters with a 240 millisecond time to kill, though it has a slim 3-shot potential up to 15 meters. The mobility is also a lot slower than the Peacekeepers, with a 262 millisecond ADS time, a 5.8 meters per second sprint speed, and a 3.45 meters per second strafe speed. So, with weaker stats, why is it in the top 5? Because its superpower is exploitability, how easy it is to use effectively. While its flinch is similar to competitors at 0.42, its recoil is incredibly easy to control, both vertically and laterally. Since the meta build uses a red dot, iron sights are a non-issue. The Type 19 proves that consistency and ease of use can be more valuable than raw power. In the number 4 spot is the XM4, which is the best compromise among the top 3 flex ARs. The XM4 doesn't have the best stats like the Peacekeeper or the easiest recoil like the Type 19. And while being a jack of all trades is often a weakness, in this case, it's the gun's greatest strength. Its handling is excellent and similar to the Type 19, with low flinch at just 0.3. The recoil, while fast, goes straight up, making it very manageable. Its mobility isn't as fast as the Peacekeepers, but it's still very competitive with a 229 millisecond ADS time, 6.1 meters per second sprint, and 3.5 meters per second strafe speed. The magazine stats are also great, with 50 bullets and a 1.5 second reload. Its only slight drawback is the damage range, the shortest of the 3, with a 4-shot kill to 28 meters and a 5-shot to 39 meters. But this isn't a major issue in most fights. The XM4's perfect balance makes it arguably the most versatile of the top tier ARs. At number 3, we have the USS-9. It still shines mainly because of its incredible damage. A consistent 3-shot kill with a 200 millisecond time to kill, out to 28 meters, is a massive advantage. However, its mobility is now a massive mixed bag. On one hand, it has a fast 224 millisecond ADS time, but on the other, the recent nerf to its no-stock attachment has made the gun feel much slower overall. The magazine stats are alright, with 32 bullets and a 1.1 second reload. And the handling is still fantastic with 1.1 of flinch, absolutely no recoil, and a perfectly steady iron sight. Overall, the USS-9 is still a top tier weapon, but its performance has dropped significantly due to the recent nerfs, knocking it down to the number 3 spot. Taking the number 2 spot is the VMP, currently the most efficient SMG in the game. Its stats are incredible across the board. The mobility is top tier, with 182 millisecond ADS time, 6.4 meters per second sprint speed, and 4.1 meters per second strafe speed. The damage is also great, with 186 millisecond time to kill out to 13 meters, and a 248 millisecond time to kill all the way to 32 meters. Magazine stats are also excellent, with 52 bullets and a reload time under 1 second. And the handling is incredible as well. Yes, the recoil climbs a little fast, but it's not difficult to control, and its flinch is great at just 0.78. About what you'd see on a flex SMG. On a personal note, this is the best possible CQB SMG imaginable. Everything is so perfectly balanced, it just feels great. And finally, at the number 1 spot, we have the Odin. I'd like to just call it a long-range R90 or a full auto SKS, but let's break down the stats. First, the handling is tricky. The fire rate is incredibly slow at just 413 RPM, the recoil kicks, and the flinch isn't perfect at 0.7. The mobility is also awfully slow, but for the game's most efficient long-range weapon, that's not an issue. Because the most important stat is damage, and the Odin's damage is immaculate. You get a 145 millisecond time to kill out to 25 meters. If you hit the upper body consistently, that same insane time to kill extends all the way to 45 meters. Even if you don't, its base long-range time to kill is still a great 290 milliseconds. The magazine stats are decent, with 25 bullets and a 1.5 second reload, which is more than enough given the slow fire rate. The final proof of its power is in ranked lobbies. People are starting to use it more and more, and it's annoying. When a gun is annoying to play against, that's a sign that it's crazy good, just like the USS-9, the BP-50, the CBR-4, and the MX-9 were before it. But a number 1 gun is useless if you're making simple gameplay mistakes. The video on the left shows you the 4 biggest ones you need to stop doing now.